It's now time for the morning show on XL7-TV.
Good morning. Welcome on the morning show on XL7-TV. It kind of rolls together good, doesn't it? Good morning, and welcome to the morning show.
There you go. You said morning twice.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. It rolls good together.
There you go.
Because it is early. It's 7 a.m. on this Thursday morning.
And David ain't awake yet.
And
Oh, by the way.
bags under the eyes.
Whoop, whoop.
Yes.
I had to get it out.
I almost had him.
No. You weren't close today. You're still sleeping. What are you talking about? You ain't going to get me while you're sleeping.
Never going to happen. Never going to bet again on that he didn't do it.
I'll bring it up on TV.
Right. Learned my lesson. How was the show yesterday?
It was good.
Yeah.
It was a good show yesterday.
Good.
Did you not watch it?
No,
What do you have better to do than to watch the morning show?
Well, sleep.
All right. Point well taken.
I don't have to be at work until 9, but normally I'll go back and I'll watch tidbits of it. Yeah, I just didn't get a chance for yesterday, so I thought I'd ask.
No, it was a good show.
Yeah,
it was a good show.
Did you have a good weekend?
I did. My daughter came into town, so I got to see my daughter.
Very nice.
Her and her husband stayed over, and we had a good time.
Yeah.
And just worked on some projects. That was kind of. I didn't get any mowing done that I wanted to.
Oh,
I had too many
that's a
other
shame.
projects. But
yeah. Honey-do list or just stuff for your
stuff that needed to be done, and then one of our friends was having an issue with one of their toys.
Yeah.
So I had to go work on that.
Well, I'm glad you got to see your daughter on National Daughter Day. Well, was it Saturday or Sunday that you got to see her? Because Sunday was.
Both. She came in on Saturday. So
good. That was National Daughter's Day, and
I had
we went.
No clue.
You had no clue? You didn't see it all over Facebook?
What is a National Daughter Day? Come on.
Well, I mean, there's a Mother's Day and a Father's Day, so I guess they felt that they needed is there a National Son's Day? That's the thing. I don't know. If
not, there will be. I mean, it's another Hallmark card.
Right. But we went and saw Kirsten over in Jonesboro and had a great time. Stayed the night at her apartment.
Awesome.
It was nice to see her. It's been about a month and a half. So, as time goes on, I think the stretches will be longer and longer that we see her. She's grown up. She's 19, living in a different area, moving on.
Yeah.
It's going to be okay.
That's what I'm worried about for next year. My daughter's going to go off to med school, and I know it's going to be one that's going to be far away, and it's going to be Fayetteville ain't so bad. I can get there and back, and it's not a big deal. But
no, That's Jonesboro, not a big deal. Yeah. It's actually, I don't mind the drive either. It's really pretty to go down through there, and until you get to the flatland, and then it's just all corn.
Yeah.
But at least we have these now, right?
We do.
It's not like it was when we were growing up, where
and you can even see them on it now.
You can see them on it, and we do that sometimes.
We do too.
Isn't that special?
My wife is FaceTiming my daughter all the time.
That's all right.
So
yeah, you want to see the reaction. It's with text. It's really hard to create, portray emotions on there, and over the phone, it's a little bit better. But facial expressions.
I just, there's times for everything, and then to me, you're in the bed, and my wife says, "Cover up, I'm FaceTiming your daughter." I'm like, why don't you just call her at this point?
I know.
Why? Okay.
Or go in the other room.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
okay.
Got to see you too.
Well,
anyway,
I know. All right, we got to move on. We got a show going on.
We got a show
to
do. Welcome to the morning show. We like to start off with the morning prayer brought to you by Roller Funeral Home. We appreciate them in our time of need when we lose a loved one. With that, let's pause for the morning prayer. Dear Lord, watch out over everybody that's in the path of Hurricane Ian. Right now, it's hammering the Cuba island. Watch over them. It looks like it's headed towards Florida. And I think they're preparing for it. They have a lot of time. So if you're in the path, please leave the area. And Lord, just watch over them as this passes through. It's hurricane season. Just watch out for them. And this I pray. Amen.
Amen.
Roller Funeral Home. Give them a call, 870-425-2161. Why call them? To set up a pre-need service. have a plan in place. That way, when the unthinkable happens, that you don't have to think about that part. They'll take care of it for you.
At least your loved ones don't have to think about that part. You're not going to be thinking about it anymore.
He's right. Sometimes,
So,
I talk before I think.
It's in the details.
It is in the details. Let's take a break. Watch Bob and Linda Zadora's commercial.
We'll be right back.
Ever been in a cave before?
It's our first time.
All right.
Where are you going?
I'll see you at the car!
How will we?
The car! Your offer has been accepted. Ever bought a house before?
It's our first time.
All right.
Where are you going?
I'll see you at the closing.
But how will we?
The closing!
Two, one, and we're back.
We are.
Don't be left hanging.
I have been there
Right?
in many situations.
Yeah, and that won't happen with Bob and Linda Zadora of the Z team. They will not do that.
They deal with a lot of new home buyers, and they know exactly what to walk you through,
Exactly.
what to make sure you understand, and
And all the processes. There's many.
Yes.
You might go through a lender that needs all kinds of inspections, and they're going to know about that.
And it's important to them that you understand what you're getting into.
Exactly.
Not just the process of the house, but that you understand your payments, where you're at. You know, they're a big fan of, like right now with the interest rates going nuts, you need to go back and see what you're approved for because it changes. And,
That is true.
and that's just them trying to make sure that you know exactly where you're at, what's going on, and they will make sure you know the next step.
That's right. Give them a call, 870-405-0793. But before you do, let's take a look at the White River, brought to you by the Z Team. They're in Marion County, looking at Baxter County. That is Cotter, Arkansas. Absolutely beautiful view of the White River as a horseshoe bend.
What I call Cotter Island.
Yes.
That's what it looks like from this point of view.
It does look like it, but it's not. So just know.
It's not an island.
Exactly. You can go to retiredarkansas.net and find this beautiful view. Through the camera, you might be able to find a similar view on one of their listings, and then you give them a call, 870-405-0793. This is looking into Baxter County. To the right is Mountain Home. In the center is Missouri. There's a view, or there's a camera that zooms in of a view of Scooter Mountain, and there's our favorite one.
That's looking into the water.
That's looking into the water. It's not moving. No, it is moving.
It is moving.
It's just turning slow. Look how slow it is.
Yeah.
And there's actually an island there to the left. That's a little island that the water wraps around. There we go. Back on up. See that there? And it wraps around and then connects there to the left. You can see as it curves around the hilly mountain.
You got Contractor's Trust there, and then the train depot just to the left of it.
And it's really neat because it'll zoom into the train depot. And, if you're watching at the right time of day, watch a train pull in. Beautiful Cotter, Arkansas, God's country. Look at the yellow sun.
Yes, I always love this shot. We're facing over there where the yellow's coming through.
Absolutely beautiful. Brought to you by the Z Team, Bob and Linda Zadora. They are licensed in Arkansas and Missouri, so maybe you find something across the way and you think, hey, I can give Bob and Linda Zadora a call on this too.
Just give them a call. If you can hear our voice, give them a call. And for some reason, if you're looking at selling your home, moving somewhere else, they can help you find that right person on the other end.
That's
And
right.
get you lined up there. So
Find you the right house for the right time of your life.
there you go.
Sir. And they have a commitment to excellence. See, that's really neat. If like I said, the right time of day, you see a train pulling in. I love trains.
I love them.
Yeah. I want to take a trip on one that's, going through 4 or 5 different states. Because you see a different
you go.
aspect of the countryside. Because
Yeah.
they always split off from a main road, Sometimes they reconnect and you're driving alongside one. But most of the time you're in a totally different area that you would never see unless you were on a train.
And I've never been on one state to state. I think my wife has.
Yeah.
I went on the one that went from like Calico to Harrison and back, and that was pretty neat.
Okay. See, I haven't done that
It's
one
a
either.
nice scenic. It's not there anymore.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, that's a
they're
shame.
gone.
Thanks.
They're gone.
Thanks
Yeah.
for ruining it
Just
for
throwing
me.
that out there.
Beautiful shot of the White River. Go to retiredarkansas.net to find their listings. You can find all the MLS listings, find these cameras, find all kinds of information. And it's very user-friendly. They just had it redone. So check it out. With that, let's take a look at the weather. Brought to you by the Z-Team. Bob and Linda Zadora. Okay, here we go. It's refreshing. Mountain Home, Arkansas, 48. Harrison, 48. Batesville, 50. Yellville, 44. Marshall, 43. Salem at 48. Mountain View at 43. Calico Rock at 48. West Plains, Missouri at 48. Springfield, Missouri at 47. Poplar Bluff at 46. St. Louis at 48. Autumn is here, buddy.
Is our winter.
Yes, autumn is here. And the National Weather Radar shows Hurricane Ian. Look at this down here. I'm going to go ahead and zoom into this area. Look at that, buddy, turn. I'm not sure the category that it's at now. I think it might be a 4. It shows that it's heading towards Tampa as a category 3. And
it's already catching some of the outlying winds.
Right. And look at the eye. That is huge. That is miles across as it populates. Right now it's showing 6 a.m. into 7 a.m. But we'll let it flow here just for a second. There we go. Look how it just expands. And then around, let's see, 9, 10. Look how hairy. Had to. Look at the eye. Look at the size of that.
Jeez.
Opening it up.
It's going to do some damage.
I hope it slows down before it gets there, but it doesn't look like it's going to. And, Florida is... they're used to it.
Are they predicting it going into Florida, or it could go into Alabama? Or?
Here, we'll go. We'll zoom in so we can see Arkansas. It's going to be clear today. Beautiful day for us. Thank God. Weather Nation, please hold. Here we go. So see here, it shows that it's tracking.
Showing it turning.
Yeah, tracking into Tampa, Orlando. It slows by the time it gets into the central
about a
part.
3. It's going to be a 3 when it first hits.
It's and 3 is nothing to laugh at.
No,
that is going to be really bad. And they're already doing evacuations of like 300,000 people. And I hope they listen. I hope if you're in that area that you listen and leave, just for a day, 48 hours maybe. And
take the precautions.
Exactly. Be careful. Please hold. There we go. Now here's a little bit better look. You can see on the coastline on the west part of Florida that there is a hurricane warning, and then inland you have tropical storm warnings. And even tropical storms can carry winds up, 60, 70 miles an hour?
Yeah.
And so if you've got, the thing is, it might not blow your house down, might not, blow a car over, but debris flying through the air at 60 miles an hour will kill you. So it's just best to not even be in the area. 7-day forecast for our area, though. Sunny today, high of 81. Tonight, mostly clear, low of 50. Wednesday is sunny, high of 73. Wednesday night clear, low of 44.
44.
That's camping weather.
Yeah.
That's campfire and a pullover or a hoodie. It's beautiful. Thursday sunny, high of 71. Thursday night clear, low of 46. Friday is sunny, high of 75. Friday night clear, low of 48. Saturday sunny, high of 78. It's beautiful. It's fall. I love it.
We got good football weather for Friday.
Beautiful. Tree pollen count today is low. Grass pollen is low, and ragweed is low.
Ragweed's low. Ooh,
Yeah.
That's the first time it's dropped down in a little while.
Be a good thing for some people I know. North Fork Lake water levels at 554.09. Level is 2 feet above full pool. As of yesterday, they have been generating 1. They're probably going to be shut down. Bull Shoals Lake water level 658.04. It's about a foot above full pool. As of yesterday, they're generating 2. That is a look at your weather, brought to you by the Z-Team, Bob and Linda Zadora. Give them a call, 870-405-0793. One day I will not have to look down at this paper, but until that day,
until that day,
I will not be getting it wrong. retiredarkansas.net is the website. Go check out their listings. With that, we'll take a break and come back with some community news.
It's a matter of taste, and at Brick Oven Pizza Company in Mountain Home, delicious taste is all you will find. Enjoy signature crafted pizzas and appetizers, as well as oven-baked sandwiches, quesadillas, salads, pastas, and desserts. When it comes time to relax or meet up with friends, Brick Oven Pizza has you covered. Handmade cocktails and ice-cold beer are always available at their fully stocked bar. No time to dine in? No problem. Call in your order and use Brick Oven's convenient drive-thru window for all your to-go orders. It's a matter of taste at Brick Oven Pizza Company in Mountain Home.
Have you
With beautiful fall weather brings flu season, right?
It does.
And so flu season right around the corner. The Baxter County Health Unit will be hosting a free drive-through flu shot clinic Friday from 9 to 3 at the First United Methodist Church. They are located at 605 West 6th Street in Mountain Home. Organizers for the event ask patients to enter on Butcher Drive and exit onto West Road. The flu shot is available at no cost, but please bring your insurance card with you if you have one. For more information, call Baxter County Health Unit at 870-425-3072. And with that, the Arkansas Supreme Court on Thursday said voters can decide whether to legalize recreational marijuana. So overturning a state panel's decision to block the measure from the November ballot. So with that, what do you think is going to happen? You think it'll pass?
No.
You think Arkansas is ready? It's legalized in 19 states so far, and it's going to be on the ballot on a few other ones. I think Missouri's one of them. Oklahoma struck it down. They're not going to let it be on the ballot, so they're not ready. South Dakota, North Dakota, and Maryland, it's all going to be on their ballots. I figure within the next 10, maybe 15 years, it'll be legalized in all the states, but not yet. Anyways, that's a look at some community news. Let's go ahead and take another break, and we're going to come back with Stefany Isham of the Schliemann Center for Women's Health.
All right.
Yes.
Be right back.
Yes.
Have you ever noticed every time you wash your car, you end up wetter than the actual car? Next time, run down to Car Care and let the friendly staff put a smile on your face. Car Care of Mountain Home has a variety of services to clean your vehicle's needs, inside and out. From a simple wash and shine to their outstanding detailed services. Located 1525 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. Stop by Car Care Mountain Home today, because driving a clean car always makes you feel good.
At Connor Family Funeral Home, our goal is to provide our friends and neighbors with caring, compassionate services at an affordable price. Connor Family is a full-service funeral home that offers a wide range of services to meet your family's needs and customs. We are the first on-site crematory in the area and provide many options to memorialize your loved ones and address all the details for a more personalized service. Where compassion and affordability meet, Connor Family Funeral Home in Mountain Home.
When you think about Hospice of the Ozarks, it's our desire that you think about finding a way to live your life to the fullest while living with a serious illness. If you ever need help and support, we provide a team of healthcare professionals and volunteers that will support your physical, emotional, and spiritual aspects of life while doing the same for your family and caregivers in the comfort of your own home or wherever you call home. When you think about Hospice of the Ozarks, we hope that you grant us permission to walk on the journey with you. Your not-for-profit option since 1979.
When you're out of town, make sure your pet is with someone who will love them as much as you do. At 201 Pet Salon and Resort, your pet is cared for just as they would be at home. 201 Pet Salon and Resort is the only all-suite climate-controlled and air-filtered boarding facility in the area with private and spacious rooms to keep your pet relaxed. And with over 3/4 of an acre of fenced play area, your pet will receive the proper exercise they deserve. 201 also offers professional grooming services. Your best friend is in good hands at 201 Pet Salon and Resort in Mountain Home.
Are you looking for the best barbecue in 2 states?
Holy smokes!
Want the meatiest fall-off-the-bone ribs?
Holy smokes!
The most tender and delicious pulled pork?
Holy smokes!
The tastiest brisket in the Ozarks?
Holy smokes!
Holy Smokes Barbecue and Catering is the only place you need to go. Dine in, carry out, and the best food for your next catered event.
Holy smokes!
We're your mountain home for great barbecue cooking.
Holy smokes!
A higher calling for your taste buds.
Jim Brown Company keeps you cool when it's hot and warm when it's not. A trusted name in the mountain home community, Jim Brown Company provides timely heating and cooling installation and repairs. Our certified technicians incorporate new technology on every job to provide you with the most advanced services. At our metal fabrication shop, we handle projects big and small. We've created everything from commercial ducts to custom designs.
I'd recommend Jim Brown Company to my friends and neighbors. The reason being they have high-tech equipment. Their service techs are well qualified for the job that they do, and they also send me a report after all the work is done so I know exactly what my unit's doing.
By visiting our showroom, you can learn all about our heating and cooling products. We'll educate you on your options and help you decide on the right solution. For total comfort at your home or business, choose Jim Brown Company. Quality service with a family name since 1964.
This segment of the morning show is sponsored by Baxter Health.
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV. Our guest is Stefany Isham with the Schliemann Center for Women's Health Education. And if you've seen, there's a new name. It's Baxter Regional Medical Center. Now it's Baxter Health. So when you see the intro part, people might not know yet.
Right.
Because it's just now starting to come out that they're changing their name. And it's going to be a slow process over the course of probably the next few years. But Baxter Health has the Schliemann Center along with a few other houses. But Stefany's been doing it for how many years?
So in July it will be 6 years. So 5.5 years.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Wow.
And what'd you do before that?
So I worked in breast imaging before I came to the Schliemann Center. I was there for 3 years, and then before that I worked for the Baxter Bulletin from 98 to 2013.
Okay.
So
wow, you were there for a while.
I was there a very long time, yeah.
Very
I grew
nice.
up there,
well,
the Baxter Bulletin.
Go ahead.
You playing with my?
I'm changing the graphic. Go ahead.
Okay. For people that might not know, and there's probably a few out there, what does the Schliemann Center do?
Okay, so the Schliemann Center is one of 4 community support houses at Baxter Health. So the Schliemann Center, our focus is educating women in all different phases of their life. So women go through all sorts of phases. We have our teen girls go to college event, we have prenatal classes, all the way up to menopause support, fibromyalgia, if that's the case. We have a bunch of different lunch and learns and learning sessions for women across all ages.
Mhm.
So we're very lucky. There's the Pikes Cancer Support House. Their focus is cancer. Repel Diabetes Clinic. It's diabetes. And then the Maruck Center, their focus is aging. We're lucky that we get to educate women across all sorts of different topics. So we can educate again on prenatal. We can educate on infant loss. We can educate on new moms. And then we go so far as to educate on menopause.
And
we cover all of the in-between.
I remember the last time we talked to you, have babysitting classes.
We
that
do.
teach them CPR and what to do in the case of an emergency, calling 911.
Right.
I thought that was really good. It was great to know that if you hire a babysitter and they've gone through this class, that they'd be prepared for just about anything.
Yeah, that almost should be a prerequisite. And actually, that's how the program got started. The Safe Sitter program got started. A doctor hired a person to watch her child, and during that time the child ended up dying in her care, and she said, this isn't ever going to happen again. We have to educate babysitters. And so that's what we do every summer. June, July, and August we educate teens in our community, and this year we actually went into Calico Rock community and educated 9 girls there as well. So we give them the basic fundamentals of babysitting. We teach them CPR, the Heimlich maneuver. We teach them, funny enough, how to dial and talk to 911, because I don't know if you have ever had to dial 911. I think Scooter we're going to have to call
We're gonna
911
have to
for
call
you.
911. I have not.
I'm good.
Luckily, I
Yes.
have not, but
Yeah.
I'm sure it's nerve-wracking.
It is nerve-wracking. I've had to do it as an adult, and there's a moment of panic that kind of sets in where it's like, where am I? What's going on? What's the address? So we give them all of these tools to have all their ducks lined up. So when they go into a home, and even before then, if they accept a job or want to know more about a job, we teach them their autonomy, their financial autonomy, what their services are worth, and we teach them the safetiness of going into someone's home too. They're little entrepreneurs. Babysitting is a summertime job for a lot of boys and girls in our community, and so we try to give them all the tools that they need to feel safe in the home, and when the parents leave or the guardians leave, that they also feel safe leaving their child in their care. So we just give them all the tools that we can possibly give them so that in the event of an emergency, they feel safe and comfortable doing it. And we have received numerous letters from kiddos and parents in our community. There was a situation a few years ago where a family was out boating, and a little boy had taken the Safe Sitter class. Kids were throwing rocks from the bluffs above where they were parked, and a rock hit the grandmother in the head, and she started bleeding, and they couldn't get cell phone reception where they were. So the boy performed his first aid and helped his grandmother stop bleeding, but while they could get to the dock, before they could get to the dock, and they made it, and she was fine. And he said that was something that he learned in Safe Sitter, is not to freak out, just take control of the situation. We've given you tools, use those tools and help someone.
That's perfect.
So yeah. It's a great program. And again, we couldn't do any of this without donations. We couldn't do any of this without volunteers, our facilitators. The two nurses that facilitate the Safe Sitter program, they're both registered nurses. And I really feel like that is a super important element to teaching the fundamentals. These kids want to know all the gory stuff. They want to know what happens when you perform CPR, all that good stuff. So there is an ER nurse named Sarah Dewey who teaches, and then there's a retired cardiac nurse named Diana Fuller who also teaches the class. And again, we could not do those classes without those ladies that donate their time to do that.
Sure.
Yeah.
And, well, not just donations, and we appreciate everybody that donates to the support houses, but you have a lot of events that you guys do that raise money for that, too.
We do. So we do a lot of things at the Schliemann Center. Not only do we host different lunch and learns and learning sessions at the Schliemann Center, we also have a barn, if you will, out on Highway 5 North. It is across the way from Little T's Mini Golf.
Yeah, that just opened up a couple months ago.
Yes. So in that barn, you kind of can't miss it. It's right on the curve there. Yeah. We do exercise classes, and between the Wellness Education Center and the Schliemann Center, everything that we do is donor-based, and then volunteer-based as well. We couldn't do the awesome things that we do without our volunteers and without our advisory board. But with that being said, we are having a fundraiser. So this is going to be just so much fun. It is called Booze and Brews Monster Gala. So are you guys planning on coming? Yes, maybe.
Sure, maybe.
Yes. So in the past, we have done fundraisers, and we keep the theme for 2 to 3 years. A few years ago, it was Blues and Brews Barbecue. So Dr. Brad Coleman, a local dentist in town, he and his wife donated their property for the evening, and that was such a fun event. It takes a lot of money to keep our community support house open, and so Cindy Costa and the foundation, they do an amazing job of procuring donor dollars, but we try to help them out as much as possible. I turn the lights off whenever I'm not using them. I unplug things, but we also throw amazing fundraisers. So this is going to be Booze and Brews. It is Saturday, October 29th. It is going to be out at the Wellness Education Center, again, the barn.
The barn.
Yes. We are looking for sponsors for our event. You can call me at the Schliemann Center, and I can, I'll be happy to email you a sponsorship sheet and talk to you a little bit more about it. But we have a Dracula sponsor, a zombie, werewolf, and ghost sponsor. We are having local flavor this year, so we've reached out to several local restaurants, and we've asked them to cater the event with 3 or 4 of their most popular menued items.
Yeah.
So we all go to these fundraisers and they have food catered by local restaurants. So you love it so much, and then you go into the restaurant and you can't order what was on the menu because that comes from their catering line. So what we decided to do this year is to show the love a little bit and ask local restaurants to, like I said, supply us with 3 or 4 of their most required local food. So that way, when you're at our fundraiser and you really, really like it, you can go into the restaurant, say that you had a taste at our fundraiser and you want a plate of it.
Excellent.
So it'll be a fun event. It is a Halloween costume party, so you're going to have to dress up. We have partnered with a local veterinarian or veteran in Mountain Home, and he is amazing. He has made us. I think it's an 8-foot monster. And
really?
Yeah, so it's an 8-foot monster. He's made us, I don't know, I would say 10 different monsters. Allison Garman is one of our advisory board members, and she's super creative. So they've gotten together and come up with some different creations for the Wellness Education Center.
That'll be really neat.
Yes, it is a huge venue. The venue itself is really big, so we need big decorations in order to kind of fill up the space.
Fill it up, yeah.
Yes, but it is going to be a great night. We are having some drinks available. Dinner will be available. There's going to be a Halloween costume contest. There's going to be dancing. Tobias Pugsley is going to be our DJ for the evening. So it is just going to be a lot of fun. Tickets are $75 for the evening. So if you are out and about and you have an awesome costume that you want to wear, give me a call at the Schliemann Center and we will get you tickets.
The best one I've seen yet is a friend of mine has a stormtrooper outfit.
Oh, yes.
The full on.
Yeah.
And he made a lot of the pieces to it.
Really?
It's really cool.
Does he have a 3D printer? Did he do some of it with 3D printing?
This was before 3D printers.
Oh, okay.
This is a long time ago that he made it.
That's cool.
Yeah. Of course, he bought the helmet online.
Right.
Kind of hard to make that one.
Right. Those are the most intimidating costumes when you don't know who's behind them.
Right.
And they just kind of walk around the room. It makes you wonder who's in that costume. So those are the best costumes sometimes.
Definitely.
Yeah.
It's 7:31. We're going to take a break and we'll come back with more from the Schliemann Center with Stefany Isham.
Diatley Dental Care is a family-owned dental practice. Doctors Irvin and Christina Diatley grew up in the Twin Lakes area and are proud to serve the community. With modern treatment methods and state-of-the-art technology, they are dedicated to providing exemplary care to patients of all ages. Our compassionate team consistently receives training above and beyond the standard of care.
We're changing the way you see dentistry.
Come be a part of our dental family.
Overhead Door, a garage door company that has been with your family from the beginning, through all the ups and downs of life. From the small repairs to making your vision a reality. Overhead Door, your trusted garage door expert since 1921. Be sure you're getting the genuine, the original overhead door service.
Call Overhead Door Company of North Arkansas today in Mountain Home. Scrap Daddy's Metals is a full-service scrap recycling center accepting your scrap metals for recycling, paying you top dollar for all of your recyclable metals. They even buy cars and catalytic converters. Give them a call today at 870-424-6120 or visit them at 2821 Highway 5 North in Mountain Home. At Letty's Mexican Restaurant, we are here to keep you safe during these difficult times, as well as serve you the best Mexican food in the area. That's why we've installed a convenient pickup window for all your to-go and pickup orders, as well as a covered outdoor seating area. Give us a call at 870-435-2532 to order your next meal. And don't forget, Letty's also provides catering for small parties or big events. Experience the best in Mexican cuisine. Letty's in Gassville.
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV. Our guest is Stefany Isham with the Schliemann Center for Women's Health. you have a lot of really cool support groups and classes, and she is always prepared with lists of stuff. I love it when you come on, because others I've got to drag it out of them.
No, I could talk all day about all the great things that we do at the Schliemann Center.
So what do we got? Support groups is first on the list.
Right. So we offer different support groups. As I mentioned before, we have an infant loss support group. So the Schliemann Center, we recognized that there was a gap in our support for families that have lost a child. And so we offer infant loss support group. That group is facilitated by a local licensed family counselor in town. She donates her time for that. So that class is the first Thursday of every month at 5:30. We also have a Heart Healthy Women support group. So this is a great group of women that meet once a month. It's facilitated by a cardiac rehab nurse, and she teaches women, again, we give them tools that they need for heart support. So sometimes if we suffer with a heart issue, we still have families that we have to take care of, and we still kind of have to push through our day. Other times we are caring for a loved one and still pushing through our day. Women, we're social creatures, and so we need to sort of be fed emotionally and supported. So that's what the Schliemann Center offers. We offer support for women, again, in every phase of their life. This just happened to be one of those events. So again, this is a great group of women. They meet once a month. Sometimes the women will get together again at the Schliemann Center, and they'll do puzzles. They will do breathing exercises, just a way to reconnect again, because again, we like to reconnect with other ladies.
This is true.
Yes. So we also have a book club. Listen, I've got a whole sheet of things to talk about.
That's okay. Go right ahead.
Okay, so we have a book club. This is a great group of very passionate women. So if you love to read a good book and you love to have passionate conversation about the book that you read, this is a great group. There's about a dozen ladies that meet once a month. Sometimes they have potluck, sometimes they go to lunch before, or an early dinner after. We usually read 2 books, an A book and a B book. Some of our ladies are fast readers, and other ladies, again, we like to give them choice. So if they don't want to read one book, they could read another book.
That's good.
So we have the whole book list available at the Schliemann Center. And as a matter of fact, next month we will release our 2023 book reads for the year. So it'll be a good opportunity to buy the book or rent the book, read it, and then be able to join our book club and talk about it.
Yeah, and it's okay if they do an audiobook.
Oh, I love audiobooks.
My wife loves audiobooks.
I love audiobooks and podcasts, so much so that it's kind of ruined me a little bit. When I try to read, I don't hear the voices in my head like I do with an audiobook, so I am kind of spoiled when it comes to audiobooks.
My wife uses my library card.
For the Libby app.
Yeah,
yes.
Anybody at the library that goes in and sees the laundry list of books that she has audiobook has read.
Yes, read.
Right.
Yes.
But they think it's me.
Because
it's under my name. So they're like, David.
That's funny. You're very in touch with your feelings.
That's right.
Yes. That's funny. So we have a Mommy and Me support group as well. So again, women want to be connected with other women. If you are a new mother, you are often going to feel like everything you do is wrong and not right, and you are failing in so many areas. This is a great support group. This is a group designed for new mothers. Sometimes we have our more seasoned mothers come in just to kind of talk to these new mothers. We've had a mother come in who has had 6 children, and she will just throw it all out there, and she will say, listen, it's going to be fine. You're not going to crawl into a hole and die. It's okay for our babies to cry sometimes if that means that we can gain a little self-control. Our children love us. We love our children. We want what's best for them. It's going to be okay. Sometimes hearing that from a seasoned mother makes you feel so much better about yourself as a woman and as a mother and as a wife or as a girlfriend. And so again, it's all about making those connections with other women in our community. So we have prenatal classes as well. We have childbirth and a breastfeeding class facilitated by a nurse from the Women Newborn Care Center at Baxter Health. So we've got that. You mentioned our Safe Sitter programs in the summertime. In the summertime at the Schliemann Center, we are a happening place. We have our Safe Sitter program. Gladys Leffler facilitates a crafting class. It's a very well-received crafting class. We do it every Friday. A group of girls and women, aunts with their nieces, or sometimes even little boys ladies will come in and craft. It's a great way for some of our older senior ladies to connect with some teens in our community. We have a couple teens that have attended every crafting session that we've done, and it's so funny to watch the conversation or to hear the conversation of these senior ladies communicating with these teen girls. They get life lessons and life experience, and when I was a kid, this is what we used to
That's
do.
right.
And these kids love it. They
Yeah.
honestly do enjoy spending time with women older than them. So they do everything from learning to crochet to tie-dye. Sometimes it's just as simple as coloring pages,
Sure.
those adult coloring books. They love to do that as well. So we do that every summer. And that class usually fills up, honestly. We usually have a waiting list for that class as well. Okay, so in addition to all of those things, we do lunch and learns and learning sessions. So any topic that the Schliemann Center wants to talk about, female related, we can usually tackle. We are so fortunate that we have resources from the hospital. So if there is a woman who's wanting to learn about a specific topic, I can reach out to someone at the hospital and say, hey, this is what's going on. These are the specifics of what she wants to learn more about. Sometimes it's a group of ladies. There was a group of ladies that approached us last year, and one of their husbands had a stroke, and so they were having issues with intimacy, and so she came to us, and we were able to get a nurse in to talk about intimacy after a stroke, which leads me to a learning session that we're having in October. So we are having a learning session October, I think it's 13th. Yes, October 13th. It is a lunch and learn. It is with Lori Stanton. She is a licensed social worker in the hospital. That's going to be at 11:30, and she's going to be talking about stroke recovery and intimacy after a stroke. It's an important part of a marriage and a relationship, and so we're going to be tackling that topic. And real quick, while I'm thinking about it, today at 11 o'clock, Tamara Carl, I don't know if you know who she is. She's pretty famous in the world of local whole grains. She's going to be talking about the perfect pie crust for the holiday baking season. She's very passionate about whole grains. And so she'll be coming to the Schliemann Center today at 11 o'clock for a lunch and learn.
Great.
All right, so the programs that we do, we offer girls' night out events. So again, we'll usually get a medical panel set up for this. They'll talk about a heart-related topic or breast cancer or something like that. We'll have anywhere between 50 to 100 women show up for these events. We usually will serve them dinner. There'll be a anonymous Q&A session at the end. There's usually a moderator, and then we have a guest speaker for those events. So if you're interested in that, you can call me at the Schliemann Center, and we can get you set up to receive our newsletter. So again, we just have these amazing resources at our disposal. We can call and say we need to set up a lunch and learn learning session, or it's just this lady that's asking questions and she really needs that one-on-one connection. Here's her name and number. Do you mind to call her and just chat with her for a little bit? And they're always going to say yes. They're always going to want to help members of our community, women in our community. I had an OBGYN tell me one time he can always tell when a new mom has gone through the prenatal classes because there's less panic involved. She's more educated. She knows what to expect. She's been through the class. She's better prepared. And so he can always tell whenever she's educated. So I believe that to be true. I believe that if we educate ourselves on the issues, the concerns that we're going through, what someone else in our family is going through, we're better prepared to handle that. And the hospital is willing and always says yes to help educate people in our community. And the Schliemann Center can help facilitate that.
Yeah. I agree that having these classes is the best way to learn, especially with people that have gone through it or professionals.
Right.
In the digital age, you can go on and Google just about anything, but it's not the same.
It's not the same.
There's too much information, and what's the correct information.
Right.
So
right.
coming
It can
to these,
be vague sometimes.
Yeah.
So sometimes that's the beauty behind these 4 community support houses is we hit all of the medical topics. If not, and they're somewhere in between, all they have to do is reach out to one of the 4 of us, and we will point them in the right direction. Sometimes I'll call Diane at the Maroc Center and, hey, I've got this situation. It doesn't really fall within my wheelhouse, but I know that that's something that you could help with with, and she's on it. You know, she's willing to help them. So again, we have the hospital always willing to help us. So we can facilitate just about anything. If I can't help you, I will always point you in the right direction to help make that connection.
You're going to find the answer.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I will. I am a finder of information. So yes. And Google can be very scary.
It is.
When you Google it, you have every disease known to man.
Yeah.
And so these are people that specialize in their field.
Right.
So who better to go to than to someone who specializes in this? And that's the beauty behind the lunch and learns and the learning sessions, is it's a one-on-one conversation. We've all experienced it when we go to the doctor's office. They're in and out, and you have a list of things to talk about, and they try as hard as they can to get to all this information, but they're pressed for time. The beauty behind these lunch and learns and learning sessions is it's an hour devoted to 12 to 15 women, and all of these questions can be answered. So I encourage everyone to come with their list of questions. And sometimes someone will ask a question and you'll think to yourself, oh, I'm so glad they asked that. I didn't feel comfortable doing it. Or I'm so glad they asked that. I didn't think about that. And so again, it's getting with women that have the same concerns over health topics and just letting that conversation happen.
That is excellent.
Right.
Yes, very good.
Yes.
It's 7:45. We're going to go ahead and take another break, and we'll come back with more information from the from the Schliemann Center with Stefany Isham.
Close to Lake Norfolk and a short journey to Jordan County Line Liquor is your destination for all your refreshment needs. They offer the widest variety of all your wines, beers, and liquors with the cleanest atmosphere and the largest selection in the area. Not sure what to get? Ask Jordan County Line Liquor's friendly and knowledgeable staff for an expert recommendation you can't go wrong with. Also, don't forget about the Smoker's Den for all your smoking and accessory needs. That's Jordan County Line Liquor, close to Lake Norfolk, located on Highway 177 in Jordan, Arkansas.
Ever been in a cave before?
It's our first time.
All right.
Where are you going?
I'll see you at the car!
How will we?
The car! Your offer has been accepted. Ever bought a house before?
It's our first time.
All right.
Where are you going?
I'll see you at the closing.
But how will we?
The closing!
It's a matter of taste, and at Brick Oven Pizza Company in Mountain Home, delicious taste is all you will find. Enjoy signature crafted pizzas and appetizers, as well as oven-baked sandwiches, quesadillas, salads, pastas, and desserts. When it comes time to relax or meet up with friends, Brick Oven Pizza has you covered. Handmade cocktails and ice-cold beer are always available at their fully stocked bar. No time to dine in? No problem. Call in your order and use Brick Oven's convenient drive-thru window for all your to-go orders. It's a matter of taste at Brick Oven Pizza Company in Mountain Home.
Have you ever noticed every time you wash your car, you end up wetter than the actual car? Next time, run down to Car Care and let the friendly staff put a smile on your face. Car Care of Mountain Home has a variety of services to clean your vehicle's needs, inside and out. From a simple wash and shine to their outstanding detailed services. Located 1525 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. Stop by Car Care Mountain Home today, because driving a clean car always makes you feel good.
At Connor.
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV. We're with Stefany Isham of the Schliemann Center for Women's Health, and I'm impressed by all of the different classes and support groups that you guys have. While we're at commercial, she talks about how much she loves her job.
Yes.
And you never work a day in your life if you
it doesn't feel like it.
I know, right?
It doesn't feel like it at all.
Yeah.
Right.
So we have the Baxter Health Wellness and Education Center. Like I said, she always comes prepared. So I'm going to let you take it away again.
Yes, so we have these flyers available at the Schliemann Center, and actually the other community support houses have these flyers as well. It lists everything that is happening at the Wellness Education Center. And again, for those of you that aren't familiar with that, that is the barn. It used to be Simple Man's out on Highway 5, the Hospital Foundation. We have that building now, and we pack it full of things every day of the week. So Monday and Wednesday, we have the Schliemann Center. We offer a dance class. So we call it just dance ! Because that's all that it is. Gigi facilitates that group. She turns on the radio, loads up her music, and they just boogie. So So there is no rhyme or reason for that class. They sweat, they have a great time, they make connections, they do the YMCA and drum fit, and sometimes they do free weights, and sometimes they do Soul Train, and they
That's awesome.
They just dance.
Yeah.
That is a very, very fun class. I had a lady call me one time, and she said, but what we did the one day isn't what we did this day. And I said, that's the nature of this class. Like, I can't control that. Did you have fun? Were you sweaty? Were you thirsty? Those are all very good things. That's the point of this class, is to go and have fun and just boogie.
And it's
You're
good
just
to
gonna
change
boogie.
it up.
Oh,
You know?
yeah. Muscle memory is a bad thing. So
Exactly.
this is a great benefit for them.
Right.
Yes. So also on Wednesday, we have a cardio kickboxing class. For those of you that are familiar with Angie Bertel, she facilitates that class for us, and she is a monster. She works us to death. It is a little bit of everything. That is not a class for beginners. That is a very advanced cardio kickboxing class.
You better be ready.
You better be ready. So we have all the supplies there at the Wellness Education Center. But if you own your own gloves, your own yoga mat, anything like that, you're welcome to bring it. But if not, we supply all of those items there. On Tuesday, we have a line dancing class. So it is a natural fit for the barn to have a line dancing class there.
True.
Right. So we have that on Tuesdays. 11:15 is our beginners class, and 12:15 is our advanced class. That is facilitated by my mother-in-law. She's a line dancer, and she loves it. Her and her friend Jan, they crank up those country tunes. My favorite ones from like the late 80s to early 90s. A little George Strait, maybe some
There you
Tanya
go.
Tucker. And they they dance. It's a great class. And that class, we've had that one. That was one of our first classes that we did, probably before the pandemic, and it has been holding strong. There's usually 8 to 15 ladies that attend that class pretty regularly. And we've actually launched a new class on Tuesdays and Thursdays. We have started a fitness fusion class. So it is very similar to Zumba. It's a very well organized dance class. It's low impact. The music is cranked up, and those ladies Brazilian dance. So that is a great class as well. So we have those classes. I think I mentioned our line dancing class. I know the Maruck Center and the Pites House, they offer exercise classes there as well. So the barn is usually open Monday through Friday, 9 to 4. Sometimes if there's not a class there, we will close the barn, but there's a phone number to call in case you have questions about it or you want to take a tour. Any one of us could drive down there and meet you and give you a tour of the building.
Yeah.
So yeah,
It's all
that's
about
what we have going.
It's all about getting that heart rate up.
We have to get the heart
And
rate
having
up.
fun.
And having fun. And again, it's about connection. So
True.
I'm intimidated to go to the gym. I'm going to be honest. I don't like to go. I don't know why. I don't know why I don't like to go. But I like to do these exercises with
Sure.
the women. You just kind of let your hair down and you exercise and just have a great time making connections with these women.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've gone to the gym, and I'm one that just wants to do it by myself.
Yes.
Kind of
yes.
off to the side, leave me alone.
Yes.
But I can understand being around other women.
Yes.
Maybe not some oogling eyes of men.
Okay, I wasn't going to say that, so I'm glad that you did.
I'm going to say it because,
Yes.
it does happen.
It does happen.
Yeah.
Like, I just want to exercise and everyone leave me alone and nobody
Yeah.
look at me.
Yeah.
And when you exercise with women, you get that encouragement from
Sure.
them. Come on, you can do it. One more. Unless it's Angie's class and she's like, one more. You can do it.
And you're about to fall over.
And you're about to fall over. But at the end, you do it. You feel amazing. You're
Right.
confident. And the women are like, yeah, you actually did it.
You
Good
really
job.
do feel great
Yeah,
at the end of a
yeah,
workout.
you really do.
Or
You
one of
really
these
do.
line dancing sessions, because dancing is no easy task when you're getting down.
Yes. So all of these classes, as I mentioned, are really good for the heart, but they're also good for our cognitive health too, especially the line dancing, especially the fitness fusion class. Those are about repetitious steps. You have to remember and you have to count, and this foot does this and this foot does that, or you're
balance
at risk
and
for
coordination.
falling.
Yeah.
That's exactly right. So all of everything that we do is with full intent.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, very nice.
I'm a full intent type of girl. Yes.
And you see the many pages of all the things they have to do.
Yes.
And so, let's go back over the Brews and Brews, because that's going to
Okay.
be really fun. October 29th, 6 to 10 p.m. And if you want to be a sponsor, they have different levels: Dracula, Zombie, Werewolf, Ghost. Definitely give you a call because, you use all the help you can get. The sponsors they have, well, I'll let you go over if you want to say, if you become a Dracula sponsor and what it entails.
Sure. So we have our sponsorships range from $2,500 to $250. So we try to hit all different business levels. So the Dracula level comes with 6 tickets to the event. Again, we have a DJ, and so the DJ is going to be making live announcements of our sponsors all evening long. There's going to be, if you've ever been to the Wellness Education Center, I think there's 12 huge screens in the background, and so logos are going to be displayed up there. Any infomercials or anything you have going can scroll throughout the night. So we have that option. We have a zombie option for $1,000. It comes with 4 tickets. Again, your name is displayed. It's a little bit less prominent than the $2,500 Dracula sponsorship. We have a werewolf sponsorship that comes with 2 tickets, name recognition, social media mentions, and then we have a ghost sponsorship for $250. As you mentioned, everything we do is donor-based. So this is a fundraiser that the Schliemann Center puts on every year to help do all these amazing things that we do every year. We could not do it without our fundraiser, without our advisory board, without the support of the hospital foundation. And so this is just a way for the community to join in with us, have fun for the evening, and really support the Schliemann Center. And it's going to be a fun night. Like
Definitely.
I said, we're going to have dinner. There will be some drinks available. This is going to be a fun Halloween costume party. There's going to be a contest, and we have these amazing decorations.
Right.
So, yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. Hopefully you guys can come out. If you can't sponsor, maybe come out for dinner, enjoy, a couple hours hanging out with us.
Sure.
Tobias Pugsley as DJ is going to do an amazing job. It's going to be so much fun. We have the digital screens in the background, so there's going to be murderous movie scenes from the 50s and 60s, and it's just going to be a really, really fun night. We're really looking forward to this event.
Sounds like it will be, definitely. Do you know what Tobias is going to dress up as? Is he going to be in his 80s costume?
I don't know. I haven't given that much thought. But Tobias is very creative, so I'm sure he'll come up with something.
He is very creative.
I did ask him if he had a stage name. I'm not going to tell you what he said his stage name was in high school. I don't want to embarrass him. But he said no. We can just call him Tobias Pugsley. So that's what we're doing. I know.
DJ Tobias, I guess. Right?
We will talk after the show.
Yes, please do.
Yeah, now you're going to have to tell us.
I
we
know.
won't tell you. I'm sorry.
We won't say anything. Right.
Great. I'm impressed with everything that Support Houses does. And like I said, you couldn't do it without the help of the community, all of the nurses and doctors that volunteer. And they're devoted to helping people. But they volunteer their time. Everybody that works there is most of people that work there volunteers, or just some?
Yeah, so there's only me. I'm the only one that works there, and then I have a staff of volunteers.
Okay.
So the volunteers make it possible for me to go out in the community, talk at different civic organizations, go into the schools, attend meetings every day. So we're open. The Schliemann Center is open 9 to 4, Monday through Friday. And again, the volunteers make it possible for me to do that. I have an amazing advisory board comprised of 15 women from all different walks of life, all different jobs that have been held over over the course of years.
I'd seen this advisory board here. If you don't mind, I'll...
No, go for it. Yes, absolutely.
Andrea Bounds, MD Medical Director, Kara Coleman, Stefany Beaver, Allison Garman, Katrina Nice. Let's see, Josie Schliemann. I guess it's that named
Josie
after
Schliemann.
Josie?
Yep, that's Miss Josie. Yep.
And Amanda Thornton, Stephanie Isham.
That's me.
Lainey McConnell, Kim Croshainer, April Fowler, Corrine Heiser, Janie Robbins, Kristen Spear, Stacy White, Cindy Costa.
Right.
We sure do appreciate all that.
Right. So we actually have a few more ladies that have joined the board too.
Oh,
so
okay.
So we need to update that. I know. So we have Allison Hott. She actually was a board member a few years ago and left our community, and now she's back in our community. So we loved it when she wanted to join our board again. So she is on our board. And then Katie Shea Snyder.
Schneider? Okay.
Yes. Again, like Schliemann and Schneider, you have to say it just right. So she's on our board as well. So again, we have a great group of women who want to do other women do well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's excellent.
Yeah.
Well, we appreciate you coming on. Always a pleasure to have you, and I'm so glad that you're always so prepared. My notes were a little short this time because I knew that you always bring so much.
Oh, thanks.
And you're really great at your job. We sure do appreciate you.
That.
Yeah, most definitely. Well, there's about 10 seconds left. I don't know, Scooter, you have?
No, I just think that it's amazing how much you guys impact the community as far as all the homes.
Yes.
You'd be surprised how many people go in and out of those homes.
That's right.
Every
Definitely.
day.
Yeah. Thank you for watching. You all have a wonderful day. It's going to be beautiful in this area. And we'll be back tomorrow with Bob Rechtenwald and Scooter.
Woo!
Have a good day.